HTC, Hoist the Colors, back, episode 7. We were just saying a little adversity. Okay. First time really in the existence of the Hoist the Colors podcast as we welcome you back in with the abbreviated break. Thursday, we're back here on Tuesday. Same bad channel, same bad time for our Bucco fans. Man, first 3-game losing streak of the season. Didn't take us long last year, 2025, to get there. So this one hurts a little bit. We're fresh off a loss. We put up 7 runs, though. I think the final 7-11 tonight, Tuesday night, April 28th against the Cardinals. We're still going to somehow spin it positively, but we got to talk about what's happened here. These first 2 against the Cards. JoeyO, I know you were just the Monday night, man. That is a backbreaker. We were talking about that with being a bullpen game, man. That's a tough way to go down.
Oh, that was brutal. As soon as Santana gave up that 0-2 home run, I was like, that not a good feeling. Not a good feeling. And then back to back with JJ, that was pretty cool with his fan being in the attendance. But at the same time, I did not like it at all to tie the game. But no, that one stings. You know, a bullpen game, and the bullpen did great. And for me, it's like if you're gonna use pretty much like 70% of the bullpen, like you
Right.
better win that game because you're putting yourself at a serious disadvantage the rest of the series, especially against another interdivision team. So like when you do that, that's kind of like a must-win game in my mind. And I don't get why they didn't start Dotel. You know, he was a starter in AAA and he looked fantastic. I'm pretty sure, right? He was a starter, and
Yep. Yep.
I don't. I mean, he pitched 4 innings.
Was
Why not just?
nasty.
And
Triple
he
digits.
looked
Yeah.
gross, you know, and like especially when you're trying to get him to transition from AAA into the MLB and going from starter to relief. Why not just start the game with him on a game that you consider a bullpen game? So I didn't really get that. And then obviously the loss was disappointing, but you just hope they can rebound and kind of get out of this rut that they're in right now.
Right.
Yeah. Again, no, it's like they keep bringing these starters up and throw them in the pen.
Yeah,
I don't.
man.
I don't get it. It doesn't make
Yeah.
sense. I mean, he's got more life on his fastball than Barco does, but yeah, it's taking these guys from a comfortable position and making them uncomfortable at the highest level. I don't really
Yeah.
understand.
We'll get to poor man Barco today, just eating crow tonight.
I think Dog Kelly was like, "You're going to go out there,
Yeah.
you're going to pitch these innings no matter what."
Well, welcome back up to the show, Barco. No,
get
just
get
spoon feed.
shelled.
Dude, that reminded me because Steven Brault now post game. He's awesome, by the way. I think he's
Yeah,
great on
I like
post
him a
game.
lot.
Maybe we get Squid on here eventually. I feel like he'd be the guy to jump on with us. We'll float it down the line. But he was saying, he's been in that role. We've seen him in that role, and it's so tough for Barco to have to do that, like just coming up, and then it's almost as if the more runs you give up, the longer you're going to pitch. Like if you keep it there, you might go to a high leverage guy. Like it's
Yeah,
so yeah, that's tough. But that is something when you look at this game to try to spin the positive. I understand a 3-game losing streak's a 3-game losing streak, and it's been, man, we've been blessed. This is the first one here with May knocking this Friday.
yeah, 16-14, and we're feeling blessed right now.
Right. But man, the other thing is like the offense still puts up 7. There you
Yeah.
go. It's +2, Lucas, on the
We're
on the
still over. We're still over.
Oh yeah.
but
Keep holding. Keep holding.
man, I think yeah, I mean they showed a little bit of fight tonight. Obviously, at the end of the day, it's going to be the negative, and the Monday is just killer. For that to happen that way, Santana didn't really know what to say post game, man. It's just like one of those games which is bound to happen because of how good he's been. If you see 2 or 3 of them, you start getting a little concerned, but you just kind of write it off. It's just brutal that you can't get the stink out of your mouth, that bad taste tonight, because they were just, even though they got it back close, they never really felt close. They're kind of on their heels all night long. I heard they hit into 4 double plays tonight. That was their
Oh
first time
God.
since 2018. So you're just going to kill all momentum there, man. So And you talked about it, going back to just like the bigger picture. Our last on Thursday when we were talking here on our last episode, just how important this stretch is. I mean, you have that bullpen game, which you committed to. Like you knew there's a good chance minimum we're going to be using five guys, like best case scenario. And you're in the midst. They don't have another off day until Monday, like next Monday, because they got this crazy stretch. So that's a tough ask. And I think Donnie with the bullpen, that's been the biggest thing. Going back to the Mets series, man.
Yeah.
Some of the bullpen there.
I just don't get why you time it up for the first game on a 7-game homestand
Against
against
divisions.
all
Yeah.
division teams where the division is super tight right now. So I don't get it. I don't get it. But I don't know. There's definitely some positives, at least for tonight, to take away offensively. Like we did put up 7. That was awesome. Connor Griffin's heating up right now. I mean, the Milwaukee series, Lucas, I think you mentioned it when we kind of were talking about it in our chat, like that, 20th birthday, first home run, multi-hit game. That was like, maybe this is the come out party for him. And just hit another one tonight. That one, I don't know if you guys saw that one yet, but pretty impressive right center. So going with it, 407 feet. That was awesome. So hopefully we keep seeing him roll, and the offense just needs to align with the defense now, and hopefully we can bounce back.
Funny you mentioned it, Joseph. This one right here.
Yes, sir.
The Cubs that day. There's a drive to right.
Yeah, 97 sinker. Like that's. I remember one of the concerns.
Cannonball coming.
Oh no, go ahead, JoeyO. Go ahead.
Yeah, I remember one of the concerns they had with him when he was getting called up was like the heat was kind of getting to him, like the 95 plus velocity was something he was struggling with in spring training. But like, dude, he just parked a 97 upper right sinker, or 410 feet. That's insane.
And a young Lucas
dude,
in a teleportation machine caught that ball.
Yeah.
That kid, if you haven't seen it, we'll have to get JoeyO on our Hoist the Colors pod on social. We'll have to find it. The kid, it was awesome, his reaction. But what were you going to say, Lucas?
No, I'd just say if you're a righty and you're putting it out in the bar area out there, you are getting a hold of it.
Yeah.
He sent that a long way. Fast, too. It left the yard fast.
Yeah.
Last time I remember that is, I'm not even kidding. You think I'm joking. Jose Tabata, but he was
Get out of here.
he wasn't quite getting that distance, but he was that little weird. It's the weirdest thing how the seats go into the Clemente there, like the center seat. I remember Tabby would play wall ball with that section because he wasn't getting it over the Clemente. His balls were like maybe 30 feet off the ground. So no, that's a grown man homer for a guy who hit it to a bar who couldn't buy a drink there. It's just crazy, man. So since we kind of ripped him a little bit. I think we woke him up. Lucas texted over the weekend because, like you said, Brewer series, man. That was cool to see. He had 5 hits, I think, a bunch of steaks. His birthday that's something. I mean, come on. That is something he'll never forget. The Pirates, they'll be replaying that every year on that anniversary of his birthday for what he did there, man. The first home run. It makes me think, to go kind of on that topic with the homer. What are you guys doing if you catch someone's first career homer? Are you playing hardball? Or are you just giving it to them?
I'm leaving the stadium.
If it's KG's, absolutely.
I did, Lucas. Didn't I say that at the home opener? We were talking. We had that exact conversation. We were like, "What if we catch Connor Griffin's first home run, first hit? I am catching that ball and I'm leaving the stadium." Like I
knew O's answer would be that. JoeyO's like, just leaving a note. Here's my contact info. We'll be in touch.
Here's my lawyer.
I want 51% stake of the Pirates.
Are you doing the same, Fluky? You know me. I'm like, just give me a 10-game package. Give me a 10-game package. Let me take
Standing room only.
practice.
Standing room only.
Let me take
I'm
batting.
looking for Hample. No, I'm kidding.
Zach
No,
Hampel.
I'm with though. It depends on who it is. I mean, that would be crazy. I don't know if I'd immediately leave, but it would cross my mind to play a little. You definitely got to meet the guy if I'm exchanging it and getting some. I want on Sportsnet. I want my meeting with the big man on Sportsnet.
Right?
But yeah, I mean that would be crazy. I can't even imagine that feeling like that. But if I catch John Nagowski's first home run, I don't.
Throwing it back.
Big leaguer. You're a big
Yeah.
leaguer, John.
That's going
Oh,
back to him immediately.
oh my God. Yeah. Put it in the chest, John. Here you go, Johnny boy.
Yeah,
Give me the box.
yeah.
Oh man, I even watching tonight the uninspiring game here again. Tuesday, Buccos just dropped their second in this Cardinal series. It's a four-gamer, so we could quickly turn around, split the next two, which we'll get into. We got Bubba and then Skeens, I think, Thursday.
Yeah.
But man, the what I was going to say is some of the different flashes too, like tonight, just as we're kicking them while they're down. O'Hearn, some of the throws he makes, somehow we've camouflaged him for a month out there. Like he threw a three hopper on a pretty shallow. At this point, we're down five, but man, these tight games as you get into the dog days of summer, the defense has been since the Cruz mishap back in March. It's been better, but you see some things you're like, oh man, it's been a little ugly at times too. So those are things we got to tighten up, and certainly if you want to compete and win a division, man, you're going to want to do that. But let's look towards, like we said, so next two, I think Bubba tomorrow, and then Skeens a day game Thursday, 12:30. So glass half full, you're feeling pretty good about getting these next two. At least we'd hope so. At least we'd hope so there.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
what do we got to go back to the cones? And I'm terrible. I'm trying to remember who our cones of the week in terms of who we looked at. I know JoeyO, you had O'Hearn. We were just talking about him. Fluky, did you have?
He had Reynolds, right?
Reynolds. Yep.
Oh yeah, the City Connect jersey had a show
Absolutely.
out for Rye Bear.
Had to pick him. No choice but to pick him.
I
But I
think,
think far and away it was O'Hearn offensively at least. I mean, he
man,
carried the shit.
man, yeah, Ryan. I'll tell you, I saw a stat. I mean, he two hits tonight. I mean, I know one of them in garbage time, but it's the homer. Obviously, that was when the
Those
game wasn't
gross.
in hand. But you love to see that, man. The stat I had two for O'Hearn that I actually one I heard on the broadcast. Crazy. He's now reached after last night, so now you update it in of his 28 games now that he's appeared in the Pirates. He's reached base in 25 of the 28.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's
What an
pretty
addition,
awesome.
man.
That's
Yeah,
pretty awesome. And
410 on base right now. That's crazy. Yeah, he's got a 3.45 going. That's Andrew numbers right there. Peak Andrew.
and what ties in there, I saw Milwaukee because we were facing that first game, which man, that series, we got to talk about that because I know we're in the midst of the Cardinal series, but he faced Magowski, who's a beast, a young, lanky righty for the Brewers. And this in his career, I think it was last 2 or 3 years, so not in his career, but O'Hearn hitting over 400 against 95 MPH plus. So turning that stuff around, man, that is how right there, how really it doesn't matter. That's how you get on base 25 to 28. So he was super impressive. I think I had Ozuna as my pick. I'd have to go back and look, and I don't think that fully came to fruition. We really need him, man, to start doing something. To be honest,
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, when do you, how much time do you give him? Because right now, with how competitive the division is, like, I mean, you got to put out the best nine. Well, I guess in this case, 10 with the
yeah.
DH. Like, how much of a leash are you going to give him?
That's a good question. It's hard. He's a 35-year-old, 11-year vet. So you hope he can get it going soon.
Mhm.
But yeah, fortunately they have guys like Mangum that can slot in. You're picking up a little bit on the defense there. and it allows you to get Reynolds, quote unquote, off his feet a little bit and get him out. But yeah, I mean, it makes the lineup that much better if he is hitting. I mean, it's a much deeper lineup if he's in there playing every day and hitting, and
Mhm.
Mangum can come off the bench then in late situations. So
Right.
hopefully he gets it going soon.
Right. Like right now, you've got, I'm looking up and down the lineup here, which again, coming off 7 runs, Ozuna, he got a pinch hit opportunity. Donnie throwing him in there in the ninth inning just to eat a quick K. He needed to get
Need a quick K.
his daily K in. So he's now, and you look across the board, OPS, so the on base and the slugging. We've got Marcel 1, Joey Bart 2, Henry Davis 3, three guys who are, you don't have that many slots for your position players. Three guys with the sub 500 OPS.
Jeez.
Wow.
Ugh.
So, the
Two
good,
catchers.
yeah, man, the catching has become almost, it's like Kevin Correa swinging the bat, man. It's crazy how these catchers, Austin Hedges, we dealt with that for a couple years during the Shelton era.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like a throwaway. It's just crazy in the DH era when we're universal DH that it's this bad, but how important the pitch framing and I guess now even more than the pitch framing, the ABS system. You just want your catcher. You don't care if he's 95% defense, just giving you 10 homers, it almost feels like.
Yeah. Yeah. Like what Lucas said, kind of one of the first episodes, if HD can just hit above 200, like 220, maybe 15 home runs, that's all you need because his
I think that's
defense is so
big plus
good.
for him.
Yeah. I think he just needs that one career defining month and then
Yeah.
new trajectory for our buddy HD.
I was thinking of this, jotted down, just watching, over the last couple days since Thursday. I would love if someone could find this statistic, and I don't even know if it's measured, but nowadays everything is with StatCast.
Mm-hmm.
I would bet HD across every big leaguer right now leads in terms of pop time with pop-ups. Like if you clock his
Like
total,
airtime.
like airtime, the total amount of time the ball has spent in the air, foul balls, pop-ups,
Yeah.
he has got to be. I mean, we
You
talk
watch a Lord of the Rings movie with all that pop time right now.
not the good catcher pop time, throwing down the second, which he's actually been pretty good at.
Yeah.
He's actually been pretty good at controlling the run game,
The
which
ring's been great.
which you need to with the sub 500 OPS. But man, I was cracking up at that. I think it was Milwaukee. He had to have one game where like I wanted to get the stopwatch out and just and wait for that thing.
Maybe that's his problem. We told him he cannot play catcher, and he went out to prove us wrong. Maybe somebody's got to get in his ear and tell him he can't hit. We're pinch hitting for you every AB, buddy.
Right. My gosh, man. Well, yeah, HD falls into that category with the sub 500. I think pitching wise, we talk about Braxton tonight, and for him, just so rare. He had been so steady. I think coming in, pull up his ERA, but just in terms of he had been honestly, I think a big reason, really one of the main reasons we had the start we had in terms of the hot start here in April, just because how steady he's been. Do we see anything, pitch by pitch tonight? A lot of two-strike hits, which was the same with, like you said last night, Joey, on Monday with Santana. Did you see anything there with Ashcraft, Lucas?
I mean, I don't know. I know he was coming off leave, so maybe he wasn't fully focused in. But I mean, the Cards certainly this is the best the division right now. Statistically, is definitely the best by wins and losses. So I don't think the Cardinals are any slouch. They started really well to the beginning of the year and kind of dipped. So maybe they're coming back on strong again. But yeah, I think it's just playing a division rival, and they're getting the better of you right now. But like you said, Bubba and Skeens, I like our chances for the next two.
Dude, I'm sorry, Skeens, which like we talked about coming up on Thursday here, the last one. We have to talk about it. What the heck on Friday? Are you kidding me? With obviously it was the game we hit on a little bit with Con, but we didn't talk about Skeens. In terms of going perfect at that ballpark, like
Yeah.
there's some greats
He
that haven't pitched.
owns the Brew Crew.
Man,
He does.
he'd struggled a little bit at the park, but like the last couple just against the Brewers, man, insane. I know, JoeyO, you were dialed there, man. Just the splinker was off the hook, what he was doing
Oh,
Friday.
I mean, he was just painting. Like it was he was locating every single pitch, and it was just back to like kind of his like bread and butter pitches, like the four seam. He was, hitting the edges on that. The sweeper, he was doing like backdoor sweepers against the lefties, and then when it was, against the righties, just having it cut away, and it was really tough for guys to adjust to. But yeah, the splinker, we didn't really see that in his first couple starts, and it's like, is that a pitch where it kind of takes him a little more game time to get used to and confident? And I guess that's something I never really thought of, is like how pitches might develop over the course of a season, and where like they, have a few they start out with, but
Right.
then it's just temperamental, right? Like we saw one game where he was throwing his changeup like 40% of the time, where like compared to his career, it's like what, 10% or something in terms of usage. So
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting thinking about it like that. But yeah, it was good seeing him just paint and do what he does best, carve them up, sitting them down, and it was an awesome outing by him. I was kind of getting nervous, like what if he does take that perfect inning or perfect game into the eighth? Like, what are you doing? Because
Right.
again, pitch count is such a controversial thing
Oh,
now. But
I know.
again, I was losing my mind watching it. It was so fun just seeing him carve them up.
Dude, Donnie's saying that too, but JoeyO, that's crazy that Donnie was like, he might have come out, which breaks my heart, man. Like,
Yeah,
I get it. Yes, we're in April. You're leaning on that horse for 240 innings by the time we get to November through Buctober. It's like, oh, but how can you? There's been less than 30. There's been less
yeah,
than 30. We've been playing this sucker
yeah,
since 1880. Okay. Like, yeah, I would have had, that would have been the first thing we talked about, I think, if he pulled him and then we give up a hit. So,
yeah.
or not even if we didn't give up a hit, if it's a combined perfecto, like
Hmm.
it's crazy. And then they had a combined perfect game the
Yeah, going
Pirates
into
on
the
Monday night.
seventh again. Yeah, yeah,
Monday night. So it's like Friday, you have that. That's why it's kind of a bummer that we've dropped here. You look three straight with where they've been, especially putting up seven. You didn't see that coming. But on Skeens, going back to what he's done since that anomaly that was hung on him on the opener back on March 27th, this is crazy. So the last five now, Skeens' ERA is 0.95. He's got his career ERA back to like a 2.01. And I did hear Lucas, I know I text you and Hefty last Bucko, like individually to carry a perfecto into that deep into the ball game. You remember our guy?
Oh yeah, Jeff Karstens.
Bozo Karstens, man. Jeff Karstens, yeah,
Oh,
2008. He had a stretch. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
great
83
different
pitch
pitches.
complete game.
Yeah, right. Oh, I will never forget that. We got the cutout back in the man cave in Pittsburgh, man. That is for Carsons to do that, but I could believe he was the last one, considering some of the pitchers we've had through there, which I guess we have and we haven't. Obviously, Garrett Cole in there, but he never had something that deep. Liriano, I'm a little surprised. Some of those other guys. Eric Berdard in his heyday.
Wandy, old Wandy.
Oh, Wandy,
Wandy.
man. So news and notes, I feel like we hit on a lot of Buccos. We rarely do jump around baseball, but I feel like this week's been crazy. I don't know if you guys have seen some of the stuff. Two big manager firings for two huge franchises. We had Alex Cora out in Boston. That it was coming off a game. They put up 17 against the Orioles, and then they fired him an hour later, which was crazy.
Yeah.
But they had just lost. I think they got swept by the Yankees. So Cora out, and then Rob Thompson for the Phillies. Big hopeful for them. He just got fired today. And the first person I thought of was Castellanos, who I think they're still paying. And yeah, him and Thompson got into it a little bit, but kind of crazy, guys, to see this. Even Sheldon made it to May. So two
Well,
big.
the Twins knew what they were getting when they hired Derek Zoolander, but the I didn't realize that the Phillies, I think they have the worst record, or they're tied with the Mets, which is awesome. Honestly, like their combined payroll between those two teams is $500 million,
Ridiculous.
probably, like right around there, and they're the worst teams in the MLB. That's cool. It
I
makes
agree,
me
man.
feel hopeful as a Pirate.
Yeah. I'm shocked the Mets are this bad too, though. I mean, I thought
Mhm.
they were the way they played us. I thought they were going to be quite
Me
a
too.
quite a measuring stick. But yeah, I guess we were just off our game. I guess.
No sunglasses out in the outfield. That must have been it.
Nah.
Yeah.
He's got him now. He's got him now.
Yes, he does. And another hit against the lefty tonight for O'Neill.
Yeah. Another homer also. Is that what you're referring to?
That was righty, I believe. Leahy, Mr.
Yeah.
Leahy.
Oh,
And he hit the
yeah.
lefty
Leahy.
late.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hit the lefty late in the game, kind of in garbage time. Going back real quick, the records, like you said, JoeyO. Yeah, you hit it. Phillies least. How about this, man? Astros, excuse me, not Astros, but Astros are having a bad year. Rockies on top of the Mets with us knocking on May's door. Is that crazy? Rockies 13
They
and 6.
just swept them also.
Yes. And then the New York Mets 10 and 19, Philadelphia Phillies 10 and 19. The bottom of
Oh,
that NL East is crazy, man. And you look at the standings, not only the records, but the actual games back. Like the Phillies are in a 10 game hole. They're in a 10 and a half game hole.
It's
Like
crazy.
that's
Red
wild.
Sox, same, like Red Sox, not as bad, 7.5 game hole, but I see why the teams made it, man. Like it's just so hard to come out of that. You think you got to jump 4 teams, between now, you got a long way to go, but just the drastic firings have been crazy. I wonder if Mendoza will be next there for the Mats. And it actually ties in the Buccos. Talk about what they did. The Mets are so desperate. They brought in Tommy Pham, who had 12 at bats, 13 at bats for the Mets. Guess how many hits Tommy had?
Get those new contacts, Tommy.
That's right, man.
Get
You
those
know,
eyes checked again.
it's bad, desperate times in Flushing, New York. If you're going to Tommy Pham, he's getting 13 at bats, and then he's going 0 for 13.
Yeah.
Oh man, Tommy catching a flare here. I think that's the second time we've gotten Tommy on the HTC pod.
That's fine.
More
He's used to
coming,
getting them.
more coming. Man, boys, well, I don't know if we want to keep the cone tradition. Clearly, we come in here and fire from the cuff. We could either do a cone here to get us out of here, or
I think so. We got to finish out this series, right? We got 5 more
Where's
games.
Owens, dude? He put the cone boy of the week.
yeah, that's right. Oh, you give it to us. We're giving you. You won first opportunity there last week, jumping on O'Hearn. You're probably just going to ride O'Hearn again here.
100%. Yeah. I mean, after tonight, yeah, I'm not changing it up. No, he's best hitter, most consistency. Yeah. Rye guy's gonna get us out of this rut and help us finish out this homestand for sure.
I love
There we
that.
go.
All right, Lucas.
Let me go Horwitz.
He had some nice at bats in Milwaukee, man.
I think he's heating up. He's up at 260, close to 270. I
Mhm.
think he'll keep climbing there.
Beautiful pick he had tonight too. Just yeah, a little defense out there. A little defense
Yeah.
there. Even though
Why not? Huh?
the cone
Why
can
not?
impact defense too. Base running. We're gonna deep
True.
dive it. Yeah, but we'll give JoeyO the first one. I'll take maybe the hottest hitter in baseball right now, Nicky G.
Oh, nice.
Nick Gonzalez,
Good pick.
another knock tonight. What do you have 3 on Monday? Either way, the hitting streak's
I
up to
think
8
so.
games. Hitting
9
streak's up
games.
to eight
9
or
games
9
after
games now.
today. Yeah.
Man, he is no pop, as you said last episode, JoeyO, but I don't care.
That's fine.
You keep supplying the knocks. We will take that and run with it, man. We will take that all
Mhm.
It's
day.
kind of shocking they haven't tried to throw him at leadoff. I know O'Neill had been the bread and butter up there, but maybe he's a guy to look to as well to get the offense going again. Not that 7 runs is not going, but you know.
Right. Right. Well, Nikki G now, I'm pulling up the total numbers before we get out of here. And then so we're sitting at almost 100 plate appearances. Man, we're getting into it, boys. Also, shout
Yeah.
out to us, man. 7 episodes. We're still going strong here a month in. Um, Nikki G, 330 is the average. I think that takes into tonight as well. But then
Yeah.
the slug under 400. So like his OPS is league average around 750.
A little above, yeah.
But don't care, man. 330 is 330. He's not really striking out too much. 19 strikeouts, just the five
Getting
walks.
stakes also, getting clutch
Yes.
RBIs also.
Dude, great call. I think, yeah, they popped it up there. His batting average with runners in scoring position, insane this year. Yeah, he's hitting I think up over 340 in those clutch moments. Man, fellas, I can't wait. Big teaser for 7 days from now. We're gonna try to do one of these suckers in person.
Oh,
How about that? I'm shipping it north from Sarasota, and we got 3 locations. I know Lucas and JoeyO. We're gonna get all together, see if we can get one of these puppies, maybe around the solo stove, and make it happen.
Yeah.
down. That'd be awesome.
First things first, we got to win these next two. Two
Hmm.
against the Cards, get the split, and then I wouldn't mind sweeping the Reds. Send them a message with
Very doable.
their poor, questionable team so far. They've been clutching 1-run games, but yeah, the run differential, like JoeyO said last week, a little gettable. So, boys, that's 7 in the books. First time we're jumping on a 3-game losing streak, but we're gonna elevate tomorrow. We're gonna get back off the schneid, shower it off. Till next time, boys.
Later.